The moment you realize that Africa's largest refinery is claiming to produce more fuel than the country uses, you know something big is shifting. Dangote Petroleum Refinery has announced that it is now generating over 45 million liters of petrol and 25 million liters of diesel daily, exceeding Nigeria's domestic demand, and pledges a steady supply of fuel nationwide. The refinery's Group Chief Branding and Communications Officer, Anthony Chejina, stated that the facility is, quote, currently loading over 45 million liters of PMS, petrol, and 25 million liters of diesel daily, which exceeds Nigeria's domestic demand. He added the refinery is, quote, working collaboratively with regulatory agencies and distribution partners to guarantee efficient nationwide delivery, unquote. Such a claim suggests Nigeria might finally be turning a corner from chronic fuel import dependence toward greater self-sufficiency and improved energy security. Why this matters for Nigeria's fuel landscape. Reduction of imports. Nigeria has long been plagued by fuel imports despite being a major oil producer. A refinery that meets all domestic demand could save billions in foreign exchange. Price and supply stability. With consistent local production, the frequent fuel shortages, long queues, and price volatility Nigerians face could ease. The refinery says this output, quote, not only guarantees local supply, but also enhances energy security and reduces dependence on imports, unquote. Strengthening the naira. By reducing forex outflows from imports and increasing inflows from exports, the refinery claims it helps strengthen the naira and support economic stability. The context: Nigeria's fuel and refining history. For decades, Nigeria's state-owned refineries have performed poorly. Repairs, low utilization, and persistent reliance on imported petrol and diesel. Meanwhile, the Dangote facility, capacity 650,000 barrels per day, began operations to challenge that paradigm. Yet, even with the Dangote refinery online, recent data shows that Nigeria still imported significant volumes of petrol. For example, Nigeria imports 15 billion liters of petrol despite Dangote refinery output, unquote. So, the new claims by Dangote are significant, but they come amidst a backdrop of doubt, concern about supply continuity, and residual import flows. Are there caveats and challenges? Operational issues. Despite the claims of high output, watchers note that Dangote has had periods of slower crude intake and gasoline production unit setbacks. Crude supply constraints. The refinery depends on consistent crude supply, local and imported, to maintain output. Any disruption could affect the claimed excess output. Distribution logistics. Producing fuel is one thing, delivering it to stations across Nigeria is another. Ensuring the steadiness of supply depends on downstream logistics, marketing, storage, and transport. Market behavior. Even with high local output, imported fuel may still compete, meaning the domestic refinement must find its place in the supply chain. What to watch moving forward? Verification of output versus demand. Will independent data confirm that output indeed exceeds domestic demand? Impact on imports. Will petrol and diesel import volumes drop significantly? Pricing trends. With higher local production, will pump prices stabilize or drop? Export behavior. Will excess output be exported, and if so, how will that affect local supply? Policy support. How will government policy, tariffs, regulation, crude supply obligations align with the refinery's claims? Refinery expansion. Dangote has plans to expand to 1.4 million barrels per day capacity. The transition from promise to practice is critical. Final thoughts. The bold headline, "Our output exceeds demand," signals a shift in Nigeria's fuel narrative. The Dangote refinery is positioning itself not just as a stopgap, but as a cornerstone of national energy security. If the promises hold true, Nigerians could see fewer fuel shortages, more reliable supply, and reduced vulnerability to global import shocks. But turning a refinery's capacity into real-world, affordable, consistent supply is a massive undertaking. For now, Nigerians should watch closely because this could mark a turning point or simply another headline until the fuel flows and prices follow.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.